All right, guys, welcome to Athletic League Question. We are back. Obviously, it's a big weekend with the NFL playoffs getting going. The playoffs are wide open. So we're each going to go through the NFL bracket, going to go through our picks, choose our champion. We're going to present, pretty much defend why we think this team's going to win the Super Bowl this year. But a lot to get into, and let's get right into it. So, the open coaching search has been a whirlwind. Every single Monday after the last NFL regular season, the firings begin, and it's like already started. It's already ramping up. The list is gradually, obviously, grown within the last 24 hours. We just saw John Harbaugh get let go by the Ravens, which is crazy. He's been there for, I feel like, 17, 18 years. It's nuts. So, out of all the head coach openings right now, what is the best? I feel like a lot of people may go Ravens because of Lamar, but their defense was off. They're getting older. What is the best head coach opening today that you would take over if you were looking for a head coach position? Who wants to jump at it?
Who should the Ravens?
No. Who, out of all the NFL teams that have open head coaching positions, what team would you take? We got the Giants, we got the Cardinals, we got the Falcons, we got the Ravens, we got the Raiders. What else?
I'd either go Ravens or Giants. One of those two. But I think if you go in Ravens, just focus on defense, you can't lose. I mean, the offense is pretty much already set. Just kind of work on defense a little bit and go from there.
Yeah, it's tough. I feel like also the Bucks opening might come up soon with Todd Bowles. We never know. But I think after, and don't forget about the Browns, because obviously with Shador, I mean, I know a lot of people are scared of that job, but Jeff, what do you think, dude?
Dion.
I don't know. I feel like New York, I agree with Durkin. I mean, that should be an easy one. That offense, just like Baltimore, that offense is already there. That team should have been, I feel like, a 6-win team this year, even with their injuries. They just had a few shitty losses that they blew a few leads, I feel like. I mean, yeah, like you said, with the Browns, nobody wants that fucking job. That's it. Go there to die, man.
Yeah, that's tough, man. I would probably immediately say, I don't know. I feel like if you have your quarterback, I'll take Lamar over Dart, even though I don't know. I mean, you got Derrick Henry. Yes, they're getting older. You probably want to take the younger team, but yeah, that's tough, man. I think you're probably right between either the Ravens or the Giants. I want immediate success right away, so I'll take the Ravens. I don't know. Lamar's probably down to I don't know if he's down to 1 year on his contract. It's an all-out, probably maybe 1 or 2 years left. I'll take the Ravens, but I see where your guys' heads are at. Yeah.
I will say though, if the Bucks come open, I would definitely pick the Bucks.
Really? Okay.
Yeah, but
right. They got good young receivers. I know we'll see how many years Baker's gotten them, but they got a good Bucky Irving's awesome. So yeah.
Everyone kind of overlooked the Falcons. Like you have quarterback problems, but everyone else on that team is not bad. Their defense is questionable. Like you'd have the longer rebuild, but you're inheriting a lot of talent.
And the biggest issue the Falcons had, which is crazy, was always they were the worst pass rushing defense, and they were third in the NFL this year in sacks. So they finally got it together. But they missed out because their offense, they couldn't pass the ball. Drake London was hurt half the time, and then Penix was hurt, and then Cousins would come in every now and then. Bijan was the only stable thing in their offense that was even healthy. So yeah, it's crazy.
Yeah, they win 8-9. You want immediate success. There's no one in that division with a good coach, and like they'll have a nice draft pick this year as well. Like, it's gonna be a whirlwind once the first head. I mean, I would assume that because like reports already came out. Ben was talking about this earlier, that John Harbaugh's agent's already saying that he's gotten 7 calls in like the last 24 hours, which is crazy. And also that Nagy, we'll see where people keep talking about Nagy, which is crazy because I don't think he's a good head coach, but people should know better by now.
Yeah.
Like that guy fucking sucks.
Yeah. All right. Quick question. So this is going to be, you guys know the brand 47. This is sponsored by 47 Hats. We're looking at the number 4, number 7 seeds. They're usually the most vulnerable seeds in the NFL playoffs. It is the worst division winner, which in the NFC is the Panthers and the Steelers, and then the 7th seed, which is the Packers and the Chargers. Out of those 4 teams, who do you trust most going into the playoffs? Panthers, Steelers, Chargers, Packers. Who you got, Jeffy?
Steelers.
Probably Justin Herbert. I mean, he's the best quarterback out of all of them, I feel like. With Amari and Hampton, when he's having a good game, that's a pretty solid offense. I'll go with them.
Eric, you got?
Can't hear you.
My bad, Joey ran out. Iran climbed up on me. I gotta go with. I'm going with Chargers this year.
Oh wow, damn! All right.
Yeah.
Back to back. All right. All right. I like it. I'm gonna go with. Yeah, this is tough because I'm also looking at who they're playing, but I shouldn't even look at it. Just who do you trust out of the 4 teams? Give me. I know you guys love the Bears, but I'll take the Packers in this one, even though their defense is beat up a little bit, but I trust Matt LaFleur in these wildcard games. Yes, they've owned the Bears overall, but now it's going to be a crazy matchup in Chicago this weekend. So give me the Packers out of those 4 teams. Ben, what'd you say, Pittsburgh?
You're making a huge mistake. Yeah, Pittsburgh, because the question is who can you trust the most, and the Pittsburgh Steelers are just like, I guess they're just winners. They just win, even when it looks terrible. I don't know. I know you're going to have Houston running through them, and that might actually happen. But of those people, DK is going to be back from being stupid.
Back, so yeah.
Yeah, they looked even decent without him in the last at least 10 minutes. So,
all right, nice. So good variety. We got a couple guys on the Chargers. So towards the end of the year, we had some teams fade out that actually made the playoffs last year. So I got 3 teams. Well, one of them that actually started hot, but they didn't make the playoffs last year, but they were the best team in the NFL for half the season. So out of these 3 teams, which team do you think is going to fade even going into next year? Are you taking the Lions, the Chiefs, or the Colts?
All 3 of those teams started to fade.
I know. Who is going to continue to fade going into next year?
Lions.
Ooh.
I was like, no way. I feel like they have to come back, or Dan Campbell's going to get murdered.
He might get murdered. There was already some talk about Goff getting traded and some other stuff. So,
Derek, who you got?
I mean, I hate to say it, but I gotta go Chiefs. I think they're gonna kind of struggle to get the season going. If Kelsey retires, they're gonna be kind of a tough spot. They got some young players that gotta kind of get rolling. Depends on Mahomes, but I mean, can they afford to lose them for like the first 6 weeks potentially and bounce back from there?
This segment was specifically made to see if we can rile Ben up early on. I'm gonna take. This is tough. I think still the most question marks I think are still with the Colts. I mean, we'll see how Daniel Jones bounces back next year. Jonathan Taylor had a good year this year. He had a great year. It was weird because like Michael Pittman had a very down year, but Alec Pierce had a great year. Now they have a great tight end, Tyler Warren. Their defense was so off and on. That was the problem this year. So I think I still trust the Chiefs and the Lions going into the next year over the Colts, but it's me. Benny?
Lions.
All right.
Lions for sure. A lot of question marks with contracts too. And I think Dan Campbell is a little bit on the hot seat after what just happened.
They just let go of their offensive coordinator too. We'll see who they try to get. They might get Cliff Kingsbury. We'll see. All right, so free agents coming up soon. There's some big names. I was thinking of some 4 big names that are one of the guys that I just brought up who just got hurt. Literally, Daniel Jones was on a 1-year contract and he had a good first half. But there's some great free agents that are coming up going into next year. I guess my question is, who's the best pickup going into next year? Some of the big names I was thinking of. Daniel Jones. Yes, he had a good first half, but then obviously we don't even know if he's going to be back until second half of next year. So that's going to be a tough one.
Wasn't his other leg fractured?
Yeah, which is just horrible timing for him. And then you got Mike Evans is on his last year of his contract. Is he going to retire? I mean, he was hurt most of the year, but when he was in the game, when he was playing, he was still killing it. Breece Hall, George Pickens. Who's the best free agent right now?
Send Breece Hall to fucking Kansas.
They tried to do that apparently, and the Jets blocked it. That's so fucked up. And they tried to do it before we were out of the playoff. Imagine if that had happened.
That would be nasty.
Yeah, if they can get Breece Hall in a trade. Ben, would you trade your first round pick for Breece? I don't know if you would you?
Could we get Jeremiah Love though? Because we could get Breece Hall.
That's the thing. If Jeremiah Love lingers, maybe you trade up to get him. But yeah,
they both got the good receiving hands.
Jeremiah Love from CBC High School, by the way. Yeah, that's tough. I mean, George Pickens, to me, Cowboys better re-sign him because he killed it this year. Hopefully they do. They got to fix the defense. They got to hire a good D coordinator. Now that they fired their DC, so that's tough.
I I don't think Mike Evans retires though. He was like crushing it when he was playing.
What do you think? They signed him to a 1? I don't know.
I mean, yeah, I think he's like the Kelsey of that team. Like they'll just hold him until he wants to leave.
Yeah. Yep. No doubt. It's going to be an interesting free agent once off season. We'll see once that first name comes out. I mean, some of these guys are going to get paid a shit ton of money. Obviously, all of them will, but I feel like George Pickens is going to get a ton. You would think Breece Hall is going to get a good amount, but running back value is now down because all these guys are getting hurt so early on in their career. So we'll see. All right. So I was thinking about this. So DK, we just talked about him. He had that 2-game suspension. Came after a fan. After the fan called him by his birth certificate. DeKalin Zacharias Metcalf. I was thinking about this going through, and I'm like, what were some of the dumbest suspensions? I don't even know. We may have done this segment already. I don't know if Ben did this before. What are the dumbest suspensions that you guys can remember in like the past couple decades? Some of the ones that I threw, like Myles Garrett when he took off what's his face's helmet and fucking swinging at him. Remember that?
Mm-hmm.
And Dominican stepping on that dude's hand. Obviously, I don't want to get crazy, but Michael Vick.
Remember when he took the helmet off?
Yeah.
Michael Vick.
Even Jonathan Vilma with the Saints bounty gate, he was fined a shit ton of money for apparently offering thousands of dollars to hurt Brett Favre in that playoff game. Or obviously the famous Plaxico Burress shooting himself. Like that's like there's some crazy ones. It's like,
okay.
I'm pretty sure.
That's a good one.
Sure Ndamukong Suh, when he stomped that guy's head, he gave him like 52 stitches or whatever.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, his hell.
He should have been like arrested for it.
Yeah,
he almost killed that fucking guy.
Yeah, it was crazy messed up.
Yeah,
they just it was there. If that happened today, it'd be a whole different story.
He's done that multiple times because he did it to him, but he also stomped on Rodgers one time too.
Right on, dude. He stomped on Rodgers.
So crazy.
Yeah.
Burress shooting himself has got to be the best ever. Because not only he got suspended, he had like a bullet in his fucking leg.
It was like he was at a club and like obviously had his gun, didn't even mean to like pull it out and just accidentally shot himself.
Fuck.
Yeah.
Ridley got banned for like a full year betting on games.
Yeah.
And I liked it. Jalen Carter spit on Dak, so that was funny though. That was this year.
Yeah, we all thought that. I didn't. Yeah, we all obviously everybody was blaming Carter right away, but once we saw the video of Dak talking shit, but I mean it was Carter obviously. I don't know, but yeah, there's a lot of weird ones. But I was thinking about this the other day after DK's suspension, about all the weird ones that have happened in the last decade, which is crazy. I would say for sure the Burress one was wild, but Suh was crazy. He had a lot of instances. Yeah, crazy.
DK's a fucking idiot.
Yeah, I would have felt so bad for Rodgers if they would have lost that game. Obviously, DK being out the last 2 games, they lost to the Browns 2 weeks ago. And then obviously that game was crazy last weekend. And so if they would have missed it, now he's back. So we'll see what they can do against probably with the best defense in football. So that's going to be a good one. So what do you guys think?
I kicked him off my fantasy team so he wouldn't get a ring at the end.
Yeah.
You guys remember, I don't know if you guys saw it. It was years ago. Cam Newton was getting interviewed, and somebody was asking him about a comment DK had made about him or something, and he said, "Man, I don't care nothing about no Donkey Kong Suh."
Yeah, I kind of do remember that.
Donkey Kong Suh.
Damn, that's great.
Good shit. Who you guys? So obviously we're all in a ton of fantasy leagues. Probably too many. Who is an underrated fantasy player that you guys had this year that was probably not talked about, really stepped up? You really leaned on that player over the last 3 weeks while you're trying to make the playoffs or in the playoffs. Who's a player that stepped up that you didn't think was going to step up and probably was your underrated MVP of your fantasy team this year? I got one in mind, but I wanted to hear what you guys think.
Oh, well, I was just going to say mine people definitely talked about, but as a position that they didn't really respect. Like I go Aubrey at kicker. I mean, I was leaning on him. He brought me a few wins, putting up like 17 to 22 points, which I knew he was good, but I didn't expect him to like put the points he did this season.
Yeah,
especially in stretch, he got me some wins.
Well, he also beat you. He beat me in the semifinals of school.
Yeah.
Which I'm so mad about. Because they could have gone for it on fourth down. It wasn't even that long of a fourth, I thought, but they decided to kick the field goal and go for the onside kick. That's what winning the championship did. Fuck. Crazy. There were a lot of good kickers this year because that Cam Little, that rookie, was bombing 60-yarders like throughout the entire year too.
What probably makes it more painful is you outscored me the next week too, I think. So, I think you got one of the higher scores.
That sucks. That one hurt for sure. Jeffrey, you got me.
Mine was most certainly Devontae Adams. Before he got hurt, dude was like a fucking touchdown machine.
Yeah, give me a guy who was dead quiet through the first 7-8 weeks of the season, and you could argue over the entire second half of the season, he may have been the best wide receiver in football. Maybe at least top 3, top 5. Give me Michael Wilson from the Cardinals. That dude still went over. He was still a 1,000-yard receiver after he did absolutely nothing the first 5-6 weeks when they had Kyler Murray under center. And then Brissett comes in, Harrison got hurt, and he was the number 1, and he was still going against top cornerbacks, and he was killing it. He still went over 1,000 yards being the number 1 for half the year. So Michael Wilson was a huge threat in the last 5-6 weeks of the season. I'll go Michael Wilson. There you go.
I don't know if you'll consider this a underutilized player, but he has been kind of absent for a year or two, and I'm gonna go Chris Olave here because I drafted him late. He wasn't I wasn't expecting a whole lot out of him, wide receiver 3, 2 maybe, and he turned into what he got right now. He's the 4th overall. That's pretty wild. Breece Hall was kind of clutch in some moments. 6th man of the year is Deebo Samuel, I would say, because he was always good for about 10. You could bring him in if you had to sub somebody.
It seemed like he started to get going after Jalen was officially out. He played much better this year than Terry McLaurin did, Jeffrey's boy. But
the Pat's D is a pleasant surprise as well.
Yeah, Trevor Lawrence turned it up in the last 5-6 weeks. There's a lot of good ones. All right, cool. I was looking up some stuff, some crazy. Since now it's the end of the regular season, we're getting ready for what's going to be a crazy playoffs this year. It's wide open. I don't even know. If you look at the favorites, it's Seattle and LA, and I think everybody's in this thing. Even the 6, 7 seeds are decent this year. The 4 seeds are average, so it's wide open. I was trying to figure out. I was looking at some of the worst stats of the year are pretty much the last few years that I found amusing. So the Jets, and I'm going to get to Judgment Day in a little bit because they're going to be my obviously my centerpiece. But these are some interesting stats that I think a lot of people don't know about. Jets have 3 of the last 4 worst point differentials in the last 4 years. Think about that. They have high draft picks every year. You would think they have a new head coach. 3 of the last 4 years, they have the worst point differential. That's brutal. They hired a new head coach who's a defensive guy. They probably had one of the worst defenses this year. They leaned on Justin Fields, who lasted 2-3 weeks. It was a brutal year. This was my favorite. The Raiders are currently paying 5 coaches over $50 million.
I saw that.
Listen to this.
Crazy.
They're still paying John Gruden $50 million. They're paying Josh McDaniels, who's the offensive coordinator for the Patriots, who obviously lasted 1 season as the Raiders coach. Antonio Pierce, who was their DC for 2 years and was their temp head coach for the end of last year. They're still paying $50 million. And then Chip Kelly and Pete Carroll, who just both got fired, are both getting paid $50 million. They have 5 coaches on the books for $50 million right now. It's crazy.
I told you this, and that it might just be a Twitter rumor, but I heard that one of the coaches that they might replace with is a woman from a female coach that's at the Commanders right now. Might be the head coach of the Raiders eventually.
Yeah, that's wild.
Unconfirmed rumor.
Yeah. And I heard Tom Brady was going to lead the charge on the head coaching search, so I'm curious who he's going to try to get. So
me, Tom Brady.
And then the last one that I thought was wild. So Raiders, Jets, Cardinals, Titans, I think all went 2-14. They were the 4 worst teams in the league this year. I saw that. You guys may have seen this, but there's a player who got traded midway through the season from one team to a playoff contender and had just as many wins as the worst teams in football. Sauce Gardner, who was on the Jets. When he left the Jets, they were 1-7 in the first half of the season. He got traded to the playoff contending Colts, who they thought was going to be, they were the number 1 seed, and the Colts fell apart. That dude had 2 wins the entire year after going to a contending team. I thought that was hilarious. I don't know if I've seen a player that goes from one of the worst teams to one of the best at the time, and then they go winless for the rest of the way. That's wild. All right. Ben's already rocking the starter Chiefs. Let's get into it right away. The Chiefs are moving to Kansas. What do you have to say about this, man?
As a native Kansan, I'm very happy about this. There's actually like 5 locations they're looking at. The only thing they know for sure is that the practice facility is going to Olathe, and all the Olathe schools get to use it, and like when their Chiefs aren't there. That's pretty cool.
Yeah,
is it? Go
ahead.
No, is it true it's a dome though? How do you feel about a dome going in?
It is a dome, and it's going to seat about 10,000 to 12,000 less people than Arrowhead did. It's kind of going with the trend of the NFL though, where their stadiums are actually getting smaller, and every seat is like fancier. Because most people just like watch it out. Overall, the consensus is it's going to the Legends, which is kind of where you think it would go, over by the Speedway and the Margaritaville, which is
that's where sporting, like close to where sporting plays, right?
Yeah, and the Monarchs are all over there, and there's a big Hollywood casino and Great Wolf Lodge if you're into that kind of thing.
I went to the Margaritaville Hotel. Yeah,
I'm not joking. I think we should do the skull draft at the Margarita Hotel. No shit.
We should just do it at Great Wolf.
Yeah. I don't know. Learned a lot about Star Bonds this week. Yeah.
Nice.
How they're paying for it.
Nice.
Yeah.
I feel like it's probably like a divided. Missouri side is probably on the fence, and then the Kansas side is obviously pro.
It'll be a nice stadium, that's for sure.
It is. It'll be a nice upgrade. I'm excited about it.
I don't know how often you guys go out to Coffin or anything, but like if you're planning on going there and getting drunk, which is like why would you go if you weren't planning on that? Like it's hard to get to and from. Like you got to Uber basically, or you got to have someone drop you off. Like there's no public kind of like Bush has like the metro right under it, And it's also easier to get to because it's downtown. You got to like really take a hike to get out to like where the Truman Sports Complex is.
So
the Legends aren't much closer, but
what's the update on the Royals? Because I thought that they were also trying to go to Kansas, but I wasn't sure if they were going to stay downtown. Either way, they're supposed to build a new stadium, right?
They had the coolest baseball design concept in baseball, I thought, for their downtown stadium, right where the KC Star building is, which is where Durkin's wedding we went and took pictures that day.
Mm-hmm.
They would tear that down and put a stadium there that also like goes over the highway a little bit. It looked awesome. And the city of Kansas City turned that down. It was going to be across the highway from the Sprint Center. It was going to be like a whole little power and light, awesome little district. And Casey Mo turned that down and voted against it, I think. And they'll probably re-present that idea. But who knows after that? I've heard that they might even move over to Kansas in like the town center area. And
That's what I wasn't sure. So, you would rather have that nice setup downtown, but most likely you think they're probably going to go to Kansas?
No, I think they'll stay in Missouri, honestly. I just don't. Okay. I don't know for sure. I thought this would be reversed.
That's what I did too. I thought the Chiefs would. I thought the Royals would be the first ones to go to the suburbs.
Yeah. I thought the Royals would go to the Legends or something, and that would open up. They'd then tear down Coffin, and the Chiefs would build their new stadium right next to current Arrowhead. And then once that was done, tear down Arrowhead. Yeah. Sad to lose Arrowhead. A lot of good times there, and to watch everyone now in Buffalo crying over Highmark. It's like that's going to happen to Arrowhead in the next couple of years, but well, we should all go to one more game.
That Bills new stadium is looking sick. Nice. All right. So let's get into let's do a quick stars of the week. Last week, week 18. I know there were a lot of starters that were out this week for a lot of teams that were already clinching the playoffs. But do a quick round table. Jeffy, who's your star of the week this week, man?
Shit. Who played over the weekend? I don't even remember now.
So we'll pull it up and then I'll let pull it up and then we'll have Durkin go and then we'll finish with you real quick. Yeah.
I'm switching it up a little bit this week. I'm going with the unit of a linebacker coming out of Cleveland, Ohio, standing at 5'11", 235 pounds. Devin Bush got his third interception of the year, which was also his second pick six for a 97-yard pick six against Burrow to get the 20-18 win. He also topped off 14 total tackles too, so he had a pretty solid game. Nice. And he's an absolute demon when he gets the ball. 2 of his 3 picks all season were pick sixes. So
yeah, I had two this week. So Josh Allen obviously, sitting out this week, or maybe he played the first drive. Mitch Trubisky, 22 of 29 for 4 TDs. We haven't seen this dude start a game probably since he was with Chicago. Tore it up, man. I know it was the Jets. Don't even get me started with the Jets. Give me Mitch Trubisky. Close second ever since it was weird. Ever since Daniel Jones got hurt, Alec Pierce kind of stepped it up even more. He's their deep threat. This dude only had 4 receptions for 152 yards last week with only 4. And then he got kicked out of the game. I think he bumped into a ref by accident. He got kicked out. Yeah, he bumped into the ref and the ref kicked him out of the game. That was like at the end of the first half. So give me Mitch, Alec Pierce close second, but yeah. Ben, who you got?
I know this is kind of cheating. But Josh Allen did play 1 snap of that game, and I want to give it to Josh Allen for having for getting back the active starting streak by a quarterback at 127 games, which puts him at number 8 all time, behind Stafford. He's behind Stafford by about 10, behind Russell Wilson by about 20, and then everyone else is about 50 away. So it's something he could actually do eventually. Brett Favre is way up there at 297.
Jeff, you got me.
Hey, who was the Cowboys' backup running back?
Oh, Blue.
Yeah, that's what I'm going with. He won me about $15 this weekend.
Dude, that guy was supposed to be so good. Yeah,
he was. I think he was a Texas Longhorn guy. Yeah.
I was reading about him, and they were saying like they had high hopes for him, and that it hadn't panned out the way that the Cowboys wanted, and so it was a long shot for him to score a touchdown, but he did. So
nice, dude.
Like when he got drafted, people thought he'd be Rookie of the Year. Like,
yep.
It didn't work.
That we were talking about.
Yep.
Some other dark horses. He was my week 3 or 4 Judgment Day pick. Ramondre Stevenson, he only had 7 carries for 131 yards and 2 touchdowns. Yeah, so he killed it. He went off. Pats are obviously going to be dangerous going to the playoffs, so we'll see how he does. But yeah. All right. So good transition. This is just going to be quick. One of the most embarrassing moments probably in the last decade that I've ever witnessed in my Judgment Day pick this week. I thought it was a joke when people started talking about this 3 weeks ago. The New York Jets, the worst franchise in NFL history, probably. I think in the last decade, at least. You could argue the worst ever. Finishes the season with 0 interceptions. I was blown away. I thought it was a joke. How do you finish the season with 0 interceptions? I mean, usually a lot of times you get overthrows from quarterbacks. It's late in the game. You get a tip off a lineman. Anything. You could luck into any type of Hail Mary. The fact that they did not get 1 interception, I think it's the first time it's happened. I read since the 50s. I think before they started tracking like stats like this is crazy.
How many games did Sauce Gardner play there?
I think he played half the games there, so I think he played like 7 or 8. Yeah.
And he didn't even get it. Yeah, you had him there. You still get a fucking interception.
Yeah, he played. Yeah, crazy dude. That's my Judgment Day pick. They're my top 2. Browns have been my number 1 most of this Judgment Day season. Jets a close number 2. The Jets not getting an interception was wild. And I'm gonna counter that with congrats to Myles Garrett breaking the sack record. I didn't think he didn't get one the week before, and I was like, I don't know if he's gonna get it. He was already tied. It almost seemed like Burrow let him have it. He went down easy, but yeah. All right, good transition. Good quick start on some rapid fire. Some good weekend updates and stars of the week. Ben is going to take over and lead us into our next segment before we get into the whole bracket NFL playoff breakdown, and get into our picks. Before we get ready for NFL playoffs, man.
All right, guys. It's the end of the year. I thought I'd hand out some awards. Feel free to chime in if you guys have any other candidates for these awards. I'm going to start with the first award of the night, the Fantasy Terrorist Award, which is the player that ruined the most lineups this year. And due to underperformance, I'm going to have to go with Justin Jefferson here. The dude sucks. Again, any other candidates, just shout them out, please. This next
wait. Let's counter this real quick. Who's got some names up there?
Yeah, Derrick Henry fucks me a few times. That motherfucker.
Yeah.
And the nominees are. All right. The next award is called "Is He Actually Good?" Award. The most confusing / roller coaster talent player in the league. And the nominees are
Kelsey. Kelsey. I grabbed him too early in fantasy.
Remember, is he actually good or?
Pierce from the Colts. He's kind of up and down.
Yeah, we were just talking about him. He started out slow and then like kicked it up the last few weeks.
I know he's just a rookie, but Ashton Jeanty.
That was gonna be my another one. Yep.
And the winner is Dak Prescott. Is he actually good? No one seems to know. The dude used to be so terrible, and out of nowhere this year, he actually looked kind of good. I don't know.
Yeah.
All right, the next one's the $sign award. This is the player that won you the most money this year in gambling. One single player, and the nominees are
Davante Adams.
Davante Adams.
It's a good one. My fantasy pick, Michael Wilson, won us some money this year, which was good. I would say the most wasted money went to Cade Otton until he just scored a touchdown.
No, hold on. No, that's the next award. Don't get ahead of yourself. Any other nominees?
Trying to think. Early on was Smith and Jigba. He kind of fizzled off at the end.
And the winner is Kyle Monangai. Won me something about 8 weeks in a row. I fucking love that dude.
Yeah, good pick. Great pick.
Now for the Blacklist Award. What player or team are you never going to bet on again? The nominees are.
Oh, well, my player would be Derrick Henry, and the team would be the Eagles.
Thank you. I will never bet. I will never take the Eagles spread ever again, dude.
Never. I don't like betting on Eagles either. I lost every time.
Yeah, player-wise, that's tough, but I would say early on, I had so much trust in Jefferson, no matter who his quarterback was, that I kept hammering like 70, 80 yards plus, and he never got it until the last couple weeks of the season. So I'd say Jefferson lost me some money this year. And Eagles, for sure, like betting the spread on the Eagles was brutal this year. Yeah.
We'll take you guys back to the last week of October, where we, on a 7-leg parlay, were 1 leg away from $2,000 each. The Blacklist Player of the Year goes to George Pickens.
Poor guy, dude.
Blacklist Player of the Year goes.
He had such a good year, but he let us down on Thanksgiving.
That's sad.
Yeah.
All right. The next award goes to the worst rebuild of the year. This was supposed to be their rebuilding year, and just like Avatar 3, they wound up exactly where they started. The nominees are. I
mean, that one's easy for me. I'm going to continue to clown the Jets until they figure this shit out. They to me are the worst franchise. Yeah, give me the Jets.
What about the Dolphins there? I mean, I feel like they were on the come up, and
yeah.
The winner is the Vegas Raiders. They look at what you said. They owe 5 coaches?
That's a good point. Yeah, that's a good point.
All right. We already touched on this. The award for the dumbest move of the year is got to go to DK Metcalf for punching the fan, who I guess was probably following him around, but really he used your government name. And that's why you just hit him in the head. The kind of consensus in Vegas is that the comeback player of the year is going to be Christian McCaffrey. So I thought that we should have a come down player of the year, someone who you thought was going to be fantastic and just didn't show up, especially somebody if they remained healthy all season and didn't show up. And the nominees are.
I feel like Kelsey should have had a way bigger year.
There's a lot of guys. Genty was literally getting drafted in the top 5 or 6 of fantasy drafts. And their team was just crap.
By far my worst pick. I even named my team after him. I thought he was gonna. I won the championship, but I thought he was gonna be because of him. But
I think a lot of people thought that Alvin Kamara still had some juice left. He was kind of off and on this whole year. He got hurt.
The winner is J.J. McCarthy for letting down an entire city. Basically, they should have been in the playoffs if they'd had any other quarterback, but
that's okay. Yeah, that's a good call.
All right. Now I'm going to show you guys some stuff. First, we're going to start with the worst referee call of the year. Okay? All right, ready?
Yep.
Tush Push, Hurts, leans forward. Ball is taken away from Kayvon Thibodeau. Did they blow the whistle? Wow. It looks like they did.
That was a brutal call, by the way. They literally blew the whistle after he got the first down. They blew it. After he fumbled it, they blew the whistle.
They called it forward progress. That shit is so stupid. Yeah, I've never been the big I think it's rigged guy, but that one play made me question a couple things. By the way, that was a game against Philly and the Giants in Week 8. So now for the next award, is also from the exact same game. This is the craziest injury award. We will not be showing this one on the show, but this has to go to Cam Skattebo for twisting his ankle backwards and then trying to get up and walk away on it. And then darts in the background, like screaming "fuck!" Like it's crazy.
Dude, how many times did you watch that, Jeff?
A couple times. I watched. I was pretty amused by Tyreek's leg going backwards too.
He was a come down player candidate.
Jeffy, I got a suggestion for you. You should create a mix of all the worst injuries in the last 5 seasons and put it on the AQ playlist. You would get a shit ton of views.
Yeah. Oh yeah. All right.
Dude, that's what TikTok
probably already has them saved.
Yeah.
It's gonna be hella easy.
You should do it with commentary, like, oh shit.
Fuck. All right. Okay. The worst kick award goes to Koo for kicking the ground.
What happened on that? It looked like he was drunk out there.
I think he tried to blame it on the. What did he say, Ben? He said and they interviewed him. They said he blamed it on the snap or the holder.
Yeah, he said the ball dropped or some shit.
It was the craziest thing I've ever seen.
Yeah,
that's when I thought football was rigged when I saw that. I was like, all right.
Yeah.
Jesus. The play of the year. A lot of good plays this year. In this game, it was in overtime, and it really mattered down the stretch, was Caleb Williams throwing the overtime winner against Green Bay in Chicago about 2.5 weeks ago in front of that electrified Chicago crowd, which is why I think the Packers might be in for one this weekend. Give me that play as play of the year.
I could have gone Bears with 1 and 2. The game when they played Cincinnati, and it was like a shootout, and Flacco was just coming right back. And Flacco scored with under a minute left. Under a minute left. And Caleb literally went down the field like a 40-yard pass to Loveland. He's probably had 2 of the top 5 this season. So,
dude, Caleb, he loves throwing that deep ball. And when they come back, fucking nasty.
He's also really good on the run. He can sling it sidearm as he's going to the sideline.
All right. And for our final award is going to be a dramatic one because it changed literally in this podcast. The most judged Judgment Day team after various research this year. Tim's most judged team, beginning of this night, was the Cleveland Browns. They were winning 4-3 over the New York Jets. And then tonight, Tim picks the New York Jets, and now we have a tie. So the tie for the most judged team goes to the Cleveland Browns.
You got to give it to the most recent one. Give it to the.
Yeah. Okay. Let's hear it for the New York Jets.
Yeah,
Tim's team of the year.
Yeah. Give it both. They played each other too, and by far that game was probably one of the most fun games to watch this year because it was a shootout, and there was so much crazy shit going on in that game. Yeah, that's tough. Give me the Jets though. That's funny.
And that's a wrap on the AQ Awards.
Nice.
See you next year.
Nice, dude. Nice. Getting into the Golden Globe and Oscar season. Good shit. All right. So we're strictly doing NFL bracket this week. I'm not worrying about good dog and game picks. It's all NFL preview. So we're just going to go around. We'll pull up the bracket. We're going to do a breakdown, each person, go through the bracket and just kind of go through each game, pretty much pick each game. And then when you pick your champion, just give us a breakdown of, obviously we'll do a breakdown of why you chose the champion this year for the Super Bowl. So, all right, NFL 2026 playoff breakdown. Excited for this.
Okay. We got the Rams and Panthers, right?
Yep.
Yeah.
All right. I'm taking Rams over the Panthers. I think that's it. an easy one. I think the Panthers kind of snuck their way in there. Matthew Stafford is going to make easy work of that. And then you've got the Packers Bears.
Mm-hmm.
I'm taking Caleb and the Bears. Like we were just saying, Caleb loves that deep ball, and I think that's going to be a great one to watch. But I'm taking the Bears on that one. You got Bills, Jags.
Niners and Eagles in the NFC.
Niners, Eagles. I'm taking the Niners.
Ooh.
I think. When Brock Purdy, if Brock Purdy can get settled in early and not throw an early interception, I think he is going to be unstoppable in that game. So, give me the Niners and Brock Purdy.
All right. Let's do your NFC. Or go ahead. Go with Bills, Jags.
The end of the line for Trevor Lawrence. Sorry. I know the Bills, their receiving core is kind of banged up and are not the best at all. But I still think Josh Allen is going to beat them. Well, then you got Texans, Steelers. Sorry, Timmy. I know you're a big Stroud fan, but I think Aaron Rodgers is going to tear him up.
Go tear him up? Oh my God.
Tear him up.
That defense, that's the best defense in the league. But
all right,
I feel like Aaron Rodgers is in the playoffs and he's going to be on a different level. This is going to be the last time you'll ever see him in the playoffs, and he knows that. So he'll give it all or nothing, right?
All right, Chargers, Pats.
Give me the Pats.
Damn.
Dude, Drake May, him and the Patriots are on fire. And like last game, what did Vermondre have? 7 attempts for 140 something yards and 2 touchdowns.
Crazy. All right, Jeff. Here, based on your first round picks, here would be your second round playoff picture. Okay, you would have Buffalo going to number 1 Denver in the semifinal. Who do you got?
Buffalo and Denver. Give me Broncos.
Broncos. Then you'd have Pittsburgh going to New England.
Give me Drake May and the Patriots.
Nice.
Right, 1 and 2.
You'd have the Rams going to Chicago.
Rams.
Ooh. Then you'd have a crazy matchup between the number 6 49ers going up to Seattle.
Ooh, give me the Seahawks.
Oh shit. All right. In the championship round, you'd have New England going to Mile High up in Denver. Be a crazy game.
Give me New England.
Ooh.
No. All right. Then you'd have an NFC West showdown here. Rams up in the north.
Give me the Rams.
Fucking crazy. All right, dude. Where's the Super Bowl? Where's it at?
It's in Santa Clara. It's at the Niners Stadium. Yeah.
Oh shit, I forgot about that. Up in Niners Stadium, you would have the Rams versus the Patriots.
Oh, that's like home field advantage, baby. The Rams.
Oh shit. All right, Jeff.
Stan Kroenke, yes. Look at him.
All right, shit. Good picks.
All right, Dirk.
My first, it looks pretty similar to Jeff. Definitely think the Rams are taking that first round. Definitely going Chicago. What was the last one? 49. Who are the 49ers playing again?
Niners and Eagles.
I gotta go 49ers.
Oh.
The Eagles, I just didn't see them Eagles this year. I think 49ers are gonna do it. And then I think the Bills are gonna win their game. Yeah, I guess Jacksonville definitely.
You got Houston and Pitt.
I gotta go with Aaron. I gotta go with Pittsburgh. I think he's gonna pull that experience through. And then I'm missing one more.
Chargers and Pats.
Chargers. I think the Chargers are gonna pull through. I kind of think the Pats are, but I gotta differ from Jeffrey a little bit.
Oh shit! All right, hold on. I gotta do your bracket again because I thought for sure you were going New England. God damn. Okay. All right, it's about the same. You picked Pittsburgh, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. Did you pick Pittsburgh, Jeff?
Yeah.
Oh damn! I thought it was going different, but yeah. Well, I'll go Houston.
No. It's good. Okay, so on the NFC side, you guys were the same. So you would have the Rams going to Chicago.
Chicago.
Okay. Then you would have the same thing with the 49ers going up to Seattle.
49ers.
Okay. I like it. Then over on the other side, you got a wild change here. You got the Chargers going to Mile High.
I think the Broncos take that one for sure.
Okay.
It'll be a nice, beautiful setup for the AFC Championship with Buffalo.
I think you would have a crazy game here. You would have Buffalo going to Pittsburgh.
I think Buffalo takes it away. No competition there.
Okay. So then you would have the next AFC Championship game in Denver. Buffalo goes to Denver.
Oh, that's tough. I think there's no stopping Josh Allen, so I'm gonna go Buffalo. He's just had so much pain and disappointment in the past. No Mahomes, no Burrow. It's his time to shine.
Okay. All right. In the oh man, this would be great too. In a NFC Championship showdown, the 49ers would have to travel to Chicago in late January. Who do you got?
Such a great game. I think it's so tough to win in Chicago, but I'm gonna have to go with the 49ers.
Ooh, in the cold on the road, dude. You got a crazy bracket. All right. Santa Clara in their home stadium. You have the Buffalo Bills coming in to play the 49ers. Who wins the Super Bowl?
Go with Buffalo Bills. Josh Allen's going to do it. Yeah, Buffalo. It's his time to shine. He's just been disappointed every year. It's his time to do it. It's the best chance he has.
I'm glad someone picked him.
I like the 6th seed versus 6th seed in the Super Bowl.
Yeah.
All right, Tim.
All right.
Off you go.
All right. Can you guys see my screen?
You built a fucking PowerPoint.
I love this shit.
All right. Do you guys see my bracket?
Yes.
Is it empty?
No.
Fuck.
It looks good, bro.
I like the bracket.
Damn it.
I think it said like the winner of the Panthers Rams game was Green Bay or some shit too.
No. Fuck. I wanted to. Damn it.
Did he put 4 hours into that thing?
No. Okay, hold on. All right, can you see it now?
Oh yeah, it's empty now.
Yeah.
All right, it's empty?
Yep.
All right, make sure you edit out the fact that I showed my whole bracket.
Oh, that's good.
All right, here's my bracket. All right, starting with Rams and Panthers. The reason why the Rams were not in this side is because it's seeded lower seed. So I got the Rams over the Panthers. Yeah, over the Panthers in that first round. Give me the Niners. I think we, unless Ben says otherwise, I can't believe so far 3 for 3 on the Niners. Give me the Niners on the road. I haven't seen anything really consistency out of the Eagles all year. So give me the Niners. Give me the team with Christian McCaffrey, the guy that Jeffrey laughed at after I drafted him in my high school league. Give me McCaffrey and the Niners as the 6th seed. And then give me the Packers upsetting the Bears. I might be the only one. For some reason, they got to get over the hump. I don't know why, but Matt LaFleur is good in the wildcard games on the road. So I'm taking the Packers. We'll see what happens. I might be the only one. So I got all road teams in the NFC this weekend on the road. In the AFC, my Texans upsetting the Steelers. I don't know if it's even an upset. I got to look what the line is, but give me the Texans. I think they're the best defense in football. I've been loving watching Rodgers play this year, but I've been hammering Texans all year. Give me the Jacksonville Jaguars. I've ripped on them. Everyone rips on them, but they continue to win. They won at Denver, one of the hardest places to win at. Trevor Lawrence is playing great. I love Josh Allen. I just feel like he doesn't have enough weapons around him. I just feel like this is just a bad spot for him. I feel bad for the dude because I feel like this is his opportunity with no Mahomes, no Lamar, and Hurts not even playing that well. And I feel like they're just going to run into a shitty situation. It sucks. Give me the Pats over the Chargers. 7-1. I like Seattle at home. 12th man. I just think they got the better defense, I think, and both running games are good. Everyone's going to rip on Sam Darnold. I think he's going to have one game that's going to trip them up in this playoff. I don't think it's this game. Give me the Rams at home against the Niners. I think the weapons, what they have at wide receiver with Devontae Adams and Nakua, good running game. Stafford playing well. I'll take the Rams to set up a rematch of Seahawks and Rams part 3, which part 2 and part 1 were insane. So this is going to be a sick NFC Championship if this happens. AFC, upset. Give me the Texans in Denver. Their defense is going to play well. I think defense carries on the road. They're going to shut down Bo Nix. Give me the Texans on the road. And then I think probably the most complete team, even with a young quarterback, I'll take the Pats at home. And then championship, I'm taking both home teams. Give me the Seahawks at home in a battle. And then the run for the Texans ends. I'll take the Pats at home. Seahawks are my champs. I just think they've been the most. Them and the Rams have been the best teams this year. I think their defense is stacked. They got a sick D line. Leonard Williams. They picked up from DeMarcus Lawrence. Like, they got a sick D line. Their linebackers are solid. I think they have one of the best RB tandem with Kenneth Walker and Zach Charbonnet. They can go with either one. They're both goal line backs. They can both catch out of the backfield. 12th man. Probably the hardest, if not one of the hardest, if not the hardest stadium to play out on the road. You're going to go to Seattle. You got to beat them. That's going to be tough. Everyone's going to talk shit about Darnold. I think he can, at least as long as he's not making crucial mistakes, they can win the Super Bowl this year. Special teams, X Factor. Jeffrey's boy, Rashid Shaheed, is going to return a kickoff for a touchdown in one of these games. I don't know which game it's going to be. He's the third wide receiver. He should be number 2. I think he's better than Kupp. I think Kupp's just old now. I think he's number 2 after, which was the best wide receiver performance this year with our boy Jackson Smith-Njigba. So I got the Seahawks, man. I got to back them, and I think it's going to be probably one of the best playoffs overall. Wide open. I think it's going to be a crazy playoffs this year. So stoked.
The Vegas favorite, Seattle Seahawks.
Yeah. All
right. Mine's going to get a little wild. Can you see it?
Yeah.
Okay. Here I want to pick the Steelers so bad. I really am not sold on this. This is probably my toughest pick, actually, but I'm going to go Texans. Bills don't dominate this game, but win this game by 10. I'm predicting the future, guys. The Pats win here. The Bills go to Mile High, and as I've told Tim a couple times, I have no way to prove this, but I think the Broncos are a fraudulent team, and they're really just due for a real slap in the face by Josh Allen here. D'Amico Ryans, I'm sorry, you're running into a buzzsaw there. This is going to be game of the year, maybe the decade. Ooh, I hate to do it. Give it the Buffalo Bills. Thanks, Drake May. I like this game. This is what I like about this playoff is even everyone would consider the Panthers to be the worst team probably, but honestly, even they could wind up in the Super Bowl. I like this game, but give me the Rams. Everyone went the same way I was going to go on this, so I'm going to swap it out. Give me the Eagles in here, and then give me the Bears over here. Now I want to tell a story here. I think this game is everything Tim just said about the Seahawks is true. They're solid. This game is going to be amazing in Chicago. 2 heavyweights. Give me the Bears. This one's going to get tough, folks. And this is where I'm going to wind up. Hopefully this punishment isn't too tough because I'm taking the Chicago Bears right here. And then in this game, great game. Buffalo, Highmark Stadium closed. New stadium next year. Best chance you'll ever have at this shot. Give me the Bears, though. Give me the Bears with a medium scoring game of 47.5.
Nice.
There you go.
Nice.
Caleb.
I love it. Bears and Bills would be sick. All right, so we got 3 teams in the NFC. Seahawks, myself, Bears, Ben, Rams, Jeffy, Dirk going with Josh Allen hosting that trophy. It's going to be an awesome playoffs, man. I'm stoked. Really excited. All right. So great rundown. Stoked. Obviously we're not doing picks this week. Just sit back and enjoy these playoff games. Before we leave, we gotta set up a parlay, NFL playoff parlay for the weekend. What are we thinking? Are we this is gonna be tough because obviously we got 4 games this weekend. 2 on Saturday, 2 on Sunday. So we want to mix it up a little bit. We've been mixing up with some TDs, some interceptions, some props, receiving props, running props. So overall, Anyone got something they want to? They feel pretty good about going into this weekend.
Is Devontae Adams back?
You got to think he's playing, right?
I think he is because they have him on DraftKings. You can put money on him. So
yeah, he's here. Yeah, looks like he's back.
He's gonna get a fucking touchdown.
I'm telling you, Monangai, I've never felt more confident about in my life.
I like that too. I like both of those. I like both of those for TDs.
Those are both good.
Yeah. That should probably be the end. That should probably be the end of our TDs, right?
Yep.
What about an Aaron Rodgers interception?
I like that.
Like it.
That. God, you can bet on anything in the playoffs, dude. Coin tosses.
How about some rushing yards?
Who are we thinking?
James Cook.
Who has a solid matchup?
I mean, you got to think James Cook's going to get yards.
Yeah.
I just don't know how good the odds are.
McCaffrey? Are they?
I wouldn't touch him, to be honest.
Yeah, dude. After he put up that 2 touchdown game, like this past weekend, he had you could tell.
That's true.
He might still be kind of banged up.
Okay, Josh Allen averages 34 rushing yards a game. If we take him at 30, we get pretty decent odds against the Jacksonville defense.
Hell yeah!
I don't hate that.
What is he at 30? Like plus
minus 174.
I like it. We might be able to get in just a 5 instead of a 7 leg this time.
All right. So over Christmas, I know we all were winning a lot. The thing I was winning the most though was I was betting individual team overs. So I was like saying the Buccaneers were going to get 19.5 over, and doing that for a couple different games, like 2 or 3 over teams. So like, I'm going to find an example. So like, for instance, in the Panthers-Rams game, do you think the Panthers can score 14.5 points?
Yeah.
That's minus 1.8. That's minus 185. Vegas thinks they'll score 17.5. So
you guys want to do that? So are we doing 14.5 or 13.5?
We don't have to do that one. I was just giving you guys an example. So the games to pick would be like the games you think are going to be close. So like the Bears-Packers game would be a good one. The like Bills-Jags would probably be good. Houston-Pittsburgh will probably be a bit of a shootout sometimes, but
yeah, Pittsburgh's defense. But then again, how much do you trust Houston?
So that one's actually a good one to bet. Okay, so do you guys think the Steelers can score 15.5 points?
Is Houston more than that?
20.5. Actually, that's okay. Even better. No, I think that Houston Texans can score 21 points. But if you want, we can take it down to like 18.5. But 20.5 is just as
I think Pittsburgh's secondary sucks right now.
I agree. So I think the Houston Texans can score 21 points.
You would leave it at 20. You would leave it at 20.5.
Yeah. Vegas says 21.5. So we're just under at 1.
Is that the one you guys want to roll with, or do you guys want to go with? Wait, then we. Oh, so we are going with Carolina for sure, right? 14. Were we doing 13.5?
No, I didn't put that one in.
Oh,
I was just using that one as an example.
What are you guys saying? Carolina or Houston?
Here's a good one. Here's another good one. Can the 49ers score 17?
Oh, yeah, that's it. I think that's a good one.
On the Eagles, okay. Hell yeah.
I think they got embarrassed the last week of the season, getting almost shut out by Seattle. I think they're gonna score at least 20. You would think.
Okay.
Let's go with the Niners. Shit, yeah.
Yeah, I put that in. Okay, so let's dip into this. Okay, do you guys think Jordan Love? Oh shit, man, that's a good line. Do you think the Packers can score 21?
Here's the thing: Jordan Love somehow in the wildcard games fucking throws bombs for some reason.
Okay, I like this. I like the Packers to score 21 points, and that's good odds there.
Would you rather? You want to do that? Okay, so we'll do 2 overs.
Well, so I'll read you what. So.
Yeah, I don't. Yeah, I get too confused with like specific quarterback passing yard props, or else I would probably go. Yeah.
Here's what we have right now: 7 legs, Monangai touchdown, a Monangai touchdown. The Packers score 21, a Devontae Adams touchdown, an Aaron Rodgers interception, Josh Allen 30 rushing yards, Houston scores 21, San Francisco scores 17.
What's the odds?
At $20.
$20 pays $13.71. So,
we're going 7.
That'd be $342 each.
I mean, that's pretty. I feel like we have to get at least 200, 250 out of this bet. Yeah. If we drop one of them, it's gonna. If we drop one of these, it's probably gonna drop us to what, like 800 or 900 payout. Yeah.
I'm cool with that.
I'm good with it.
You're good with how it is.
Yeah.
So we got 3 team overs. We got 3 team overs. Two TDs, 1 interception, and then Josh Allen rushing.
Yeah. I think that it's the playoffs, and we're making all these smart moves, but we're parlaying so many together that we really got no closer than we did that time with Pickens. So since it's the playoffs, what if we all just pick the touchdown? Just 1 touchdown each. There are a lot of games going on.
Wait, what? We're not doing. We're not doing the 1300 one.
I think we should just go for it because it's like we're in the playoffs, dude.
Like
we're all making our own.
On?
No. Like we're all making our own individual smarter bets. For the show, we should be doing like some big dumb thing like we did with Pickens when we almost won like $5,000.
All right,
let's just all pick a touchdown.
All right, so the 7 leg is locked in, and then we're gonna do a separate one.
We can lock in the 7 leg if you want to.
All right.
Combine it.
14 leg fucking part.
Okay.
Why don't we do the 7? Why don't we do the 7 leg, and then we could then we could do a crazy one like Ben's saying, like
yeah.
All
right, so 7 legs locked in now.
Yeah, so we'll each throw in $10, 5 for the 7 leg, and then we'll do a crazy one, another 5, right?
Yeah. All right. Everyone, okay, ready? Everybody needs to pick somebody a touchdown that is more than plus 150.
All right.
Well, what's Trevor Lawrence?
That's a good one too.
I was gonna say Josh Allen rushing.
He might be favorited though.
Just start throwing people out.
What is Trevor?
So Trevor's plus 180. It's a good one.
What's Josh Allen?
Josh Allen is minus, but I'll throw him on there anyway, and we can sprinkle some of these guys on if we want to. Josh Jacobs is only 120, minus 120.
I mean, that seems definitely doable.
What about Hunter Henry?
I was looking at the tight ends. I was gonna say Colston Loveland. Yeah, Hunter Henry. Yeah.
I was about to say Cole Kmet.
Either one.
Cole Kmet. Yeah. I'm gonna put.
What about Jeffrey's boy for kick return?
Dude. Okay, that's actually a good idea.
All right, so we're only
it's a callback to the other episode.
We're only doing 4 though, right? We're each picking 1.
Yeah, we'll pick one. They don't have those touchdowns up yet for the Steelers game, or for the Seahawks game. They should though.
Oh no, because they're on a bye week. That's why.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. Okay.
What do we have so far?
Well, we have 4. I was just throwing 4 out, like to get a number.
Got it.
All we really need is one more. Honestly, if we had a 5-leg touchdown bet like this, we'd all be cleaning house.
So who do we have right now so far?
We have Trevor Lawrence, Josh Allen, Josh Jacobs, and Colston Loveland.
So 2 QBs, a running back, and a tight end. Do you want to do a receiver?
Puka 2+.
Oh yeah,
I like it.
Yeah.
Not even 2+.
Yeah, just one.
Just Puka. You say 2+.
So, do you want to do it?
No, one.
Should we do that?
Just one.
All right, just one. Although 2 plus is hilarious.
We already have a Devontae Adams one, the other one too.
Okay, listen now. With Nacua, this parlay would pay $10. Would pay $5.89. If it was 2 touchdowns, it would pay $2,114.
Wait, I thought we were doing 5 each. So it's a $20 bet.
We are.
Okay.
So here. All right. So here's the bet. Okay, ready? Trevor Lawrence, Josh Allen, Josh Jacobs, Colston Loveland, Puka Nacua, 1 touchdown. 20 pays $1,179, and so $5 each would pay two.
What? That's not enough for you?
No, it's not, because divided 4 ways is $294. We need another one.
You guys are so greedy.
I think we can get into the box.
Yeah, we can get it. We can do one more.
This is why we're.
What does two?
This is why we're over. This is why we're over in parlays.
We're now, everyone in this group sends all the screenshots out. We're all winning individually. We need to do something big for the podcast.
All right.
Good deal.
So who are we adding?
We have no one in the Niners game. Kittle? Isn't he hurt?
Back.
You have to think he's gonna play. Let me see.
What about McCaffrey?
Yeah, I think McCaffrey.
Do it.
Hell yeah. Now we're fucking talking. Okay. Ready? Trevor Lawrence, Josh Allen, Josh Jacobs, Colston Loveland, Puka Nacua, Christian McCaffrey. $5 pays $5.21. $20 pays $2,000.
Hell yeah.
All right. Good luck, guys.
This will be the one.
You guys feel better about the first one or the second one? It's tough.
I don't feel great about either, but
you're the one that said let's keep it going.
I like the odds.
I think we should do 2 touchdowns.
I think we should combine them.
13
pay out like 20 grand.
The super parlay.
That's
Jeff, I'll text you Sunday. We'll put our own bet on Puka 2 touchdowns. Because why not?
All right, fellas. Great time. Playoffs are going to be nuts. Yeah, it should be exciting. We get going on Saturday. We got 2 games on Saturday, 2 games on Sunday, not even including the college football playoffs that start Thursday night. So we got a great next 4 days. So exciting stuff. We'll see if we strike gold going into the second round of the playoffs. But yeah, happy to be back. Hope everyone had a good holiday season, and we'll see you guys next week, fellas.